span of a network. Secondly, creating that standard, as I said, because you cannot have a silo solution here. If you are indeed creating a token format, it should be accepted by not just that supplier or a buyer or a MSME, but it should be you know, accepted by the entire ecosystem, including banks, fintechs, financial institutions, credit insurance companies. So this was, one of the first challenges. How do you get the world to sing one song together, right?
Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Token Topics. I hope everyone out there is doing well, staying safe, and having fun. The topic of this video is Xinfin XDC. We're going to dive into some latest news and see what's going on. We're going to go check out the roadmap, and some of this news you might have already heard or seen it, so this is to fill some people in. It's been a while since I made my latest XDC video. Now, if you just heard the words from the founder of Xinfin, Atul Kekede, he just said standard. Now, if somebody were to ask me, what do I believe the difference between XRP, XLM, XDC, are they competing, are they not, which one's a standard, which one's not? And I think it's very clear to everybody that they are not competing, that this is actually to work in harmony to complete the QFS system. And we can see where R3 has actually chosen XDC as the token of value on the Corda network. I truly see XDC as being the standard for global trade and finance, where I see XRP as being the standard for large money flows, enterprise use cases, even private use case. And I see XLM as being a standard for retail and for light enterprise use. So they will all work harmoniously together. We've also heard from David Schwartz, the Chief Technology Officer of Ripple, stating that there's not going to be just one payment system. There's not. This gives people innovation and options, what best is suited for their needs. My personal opinion is that XDC should be in every investor's portfolio. It is definitely an A+ coin to hold, in my personal opinion. Alright, so now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into the first topic. Alright, I will put the link down below. This is the XDC Foundation roadmap, and this was just put out just a couple days ago. So the XDC Foundation roadmap displays important milestones and significant stages of development in chronological order. So excellent. Right here, you can see the SDK releases for iOS and Android and for Java. All that, the smart contracts. You got the XDC Explorer, the governance portal. Excellent. And now if you go down here, you could put in your information. I already did, so you can stay up to date and get some newsletters in. All right, moving along. Now, I've already mentioned this in my previous video, but this is to fill some people in, that Xinfin XDC network, the first blockchain company to join the global TFD initiative. That is huge. Now, in case somebody's asking, what is the TFD? The Trade Finance Distribution Initiative is an industry-backed drive to create the blueprint for global trade finance distribution. TFD initiative seeks to develop standardized best practices for wider distribution of trade and global assets. So you can see here that Xinfin XDC network was the first to join. That is some pretty awesome news right there. Now, just to show how large the TFD initiative is, you can see all these different members that are on here. You got big ones like right here. Look at that. You got Deutsche Bank, International Chamber of Commerce, Lloyds Bank, AKA Bank. You have so many awesome powerhouses right here. Standardized Charter, World of Open Account. It just keeps going on and on. And you can see right here, this was tweeted out from D. Lewis a while back. And just to remind people, look at this. Two of Australia's big banks, Commonwealth Bank of Australia and ANZ, working with leading Singapore-based blockchain Xinfin. Look at that. All right, don't want to spend too much time on that, just filling some people in. So now this is an article from You Today that was just put out the 16th. Now, it's just summarizing. I would say it's just summarizing and recapping on what's going on. So Xinfin revolutionized global commerce and banking with hybrid blockchain. All right. And it states here, the replacement of centralized systems is one of the main goals of global blockchainization and decentralization. The main advantage of any decentralized system is anonymity of the participant, which is almost impossible in a centralized ecosystem. Within the ecosystem of almost any cryptocurrency, each member has a ledger with the synchronized data. If the data or the ledger itself changes, the whole network will reject it and not allow his or her transaction to go through. So creating a hybrid blockchain to create a balance between anonymity of a decentralized network and the accessibility of a centralized system, Xinfin, an EVM-compatible proof-of-stake smart contract blockchain, or decentralized hybrid blockchain, has been developed to change global commerce and banking by utilizing transaction fees and smart contract functions. All right, continuing here, the platform smart contracts and physical settlement features allow businesses to interact with each other in global trade markets while paying small fees. The company thinks that this will speed up logistics between businesses functioning overseas, and it definitely will. And here's the big thing, that since XDC chain is EVM compatible, developers will be able to deploy their Ethereum smart contracts with almost no changes at all. All right, now here about the Go plugin.co framework. So the functioning of decentralized Web3 APIs is backed by XDC network nodes that share a common framework, and the platform merges many Oracle node data in a centralized manner. Hence, the community is able to select data sources and give away rewards or punishments. The decentralized Oracle platform is offering low-cost solutions to any smart contracts functioning inside the Xinfin ecosystem. The Go plugin.co connects the smart contracts to the real-time environment. Off-chain processors receive the feed from numerous providers and aggregate it. So the Go plugin is now live on the Apothem testnet and will soon be released on the mainnet. Now, developers will be able to build data oracles for decentralized apps by utilizing XDC network. Currently, the next 4 blockchains are supported: Ether, XDC, Ether, and Apothem XDC testnet. So again, just to recap, the next 4 blockchains are supported is Ether LiveNet, the XDC LiveNet, the Ether Ropsten testnet, and Apothem XDC testnet. I'll put the link down below in case you'd like to look over this article some more. All right, so I got another article from Median here, and this was put out the other day. It says Xinfin delegated proof of stake, XDPOS announcing a major network update. So if anybody's wanting to know what this means, let's go ahead and dive in. So Xinfin's update on its XDPOS consensus protocol will go live in the upcoming days. The upgrades will go live on testnet. Thereafter, the Xinfin protocol team will conduct hard tests like node, smart contract, and advanced non-functional tests over the Apothem network. Upon passing all the hard tests, the upgrade will be done on the mainnet accordingly. Now, with this upgrade, some important functionalities will be added to Xinfin mainnet. And just to fill people in, so what is XDPOS? XDPOS is an innovation solution that solves a scalability problem in Ethereum blockchain and other blockchain-based platforms, relying on a 108 masternode system that has the XDPOS consensus. The innovative technology supports fast 2-second transaction confirmation times. An XDPOS also leverages inventive techniques like staking via smart contracts, true randomization, and double validation to guarantee stability, security, and chain finality. Xinfin's XDPOS system is interoperable with EVM-compatible Ethereum virtual machine compatible protocols, smart contracts, and cross-chain token transfers. All right. So somebody might ask, well, what innovative features will the upgrade activate? So 1, Solidity upgrade to version 0.70. to version 0.80 is supported. So Xinfin's XDPOS is upgrading its EVM to support the latest version of Solidity. That version's version 0.80. Upon upgrade, Xinfin's developers will bypass extensive customization when deploying code with different EVM chains. 2. Geth upgrade to version 1.9. Number 3, transaction fee address. So going forward, transaction fees will transfer to the owner's address instead of the Coinbase or miner's address. So fixed and added ETH chain ID. With the ETH chain ID, the system will be more secure. That's due to improvements in the replaying of protection transactions. So here's the kicker here. So this will provide military-grade security supported by forensic monitoring to identify misbehaving nodes. Excellent. That's important right there. And reward halving issue. So they fixed that. Transaction receipt error fixed. So bad block fix. Multiple miner addresses fixed. All right. Now here's to answer some more questions. As an XDC holder, is there anything that one needs to do? And this will fill you in. For XDC holders using wallet services like Garda and an exchange like the Alpha X exchange, you won't be doing anything since the systems can be used as before. However, if your wallet or exchange service requires you to make some changes, you'll be notified. This answers any questions as a node operator, if there's anything you need to do. So what happens if a full node or master node fails to upgrade? How will the upgrade affect existing states and XDCs? And will the upgrade be backed compatible in terms of API and data? What will the update provide Ethereum's EVM compatible projects? And 7, when will the node upgrade be made available? So I'll put the link down below. So if anybody's stumbling on this, they have all the information that they need, answer any questions that you might have. All right, on to the next topic. So this was tweeted out from WadesPay. So WadesPay is delighted to announce its strategic technology partnership with enterprise-ready hybrid blockchain technology company Xinfin. Excellent. Products will be available via banks and other financial institutions across the world. This is pretty cool. All right, next topic. Now this was tweeted out from Crypto KJ2. All right, and apparently he's an XDC fan. He put out a nice tweet that XDC will continue making headlines. Consider buying more while it's still under $1. I highly agree with that. Now, so he added a second part to this original tweet that he had back in August 23rd. And he stated here that I'll be the first to say that likes don't necessarily mean anything. However, Casterman liked this tweet that even if XDC isn't involved, this is the type of solution that XDC network could be used for. Just throwing that out there. Very cool stuff. You can see right here from WadesPay. All right. And let me show you the second part. So he stated that the Xinfin relationship may be about more than just adding another payment option to their platform. So we have this article here that WadesPay is a leading blockchain-based payments platform from Singapore is delighted to announce strategic partnership with the enterprise-ready blockchain project Xinfin. So we see here where it's highlighted, you have better data security and privacy. WadesPay currently offers issuance, acceptance, and remittance products, and this partnership with Xinfin will further enhance its offering with trade finance. And by now, pay later, like products and solutions. I like where you had this highlighted. So there is a macro shift that is happening in the market right now. So he highlighted this, that this is a tactical raise and having the right people back us long term. I will say this, I do agree that this is all very tactical. I think that this has been planned out for some time, that they were going to revolutionize and change the whole financial industry, and I think that's what we're seeing rolling out right now. All right, now on to the next topic. So look at this tweet that was tweeted out from XDC XRP Cobra. This is awesome. So Glow Binance Dex, the Xinfin network-based decentralized exchange coming this October. This is pretty huge. Somebody replied, they said, "Isn't that explosive for the XDC token?" I put a like, of course. All right, so now before I end the video, let's hear some words from a recent interview from Atul Kakade. Let's listen to him explain more about Xinfin's role and how the trade gap is aimed to be reduced through this.
Interesting. Okay. So can you tell me a little bit more about what's so great about this system and what really it can achieve in the trade finance world?
Yes. So firstly, we have to look at what the market needs are. Looking at the Asian Development Bank report or several of the World Bank reports, there is almost like $1.5 trillion funding gap in the trade finance space, which means there is so much liquidity required by the market, especially the MSMEs, but it is not available from the banking world because the capital is already deployed. There's less capital already coming in, and there's more capital that is expected to be required by the originators or the MSME space. So that's the business case. First of all, there's so much liquidity that is required. In the COVID times, like COVID maybe just a couple of years back, this could have been the numbers. After COVID, it could be 5 times this, right? So that's a very strong business case for what the need from the market is, that the market usually needs liquidity. Now, how do we get that liquidity? Firstly, tokenization brings to you what is basically a transparency between when these tokens are exchanged or handed over from one party to another. They are also in our protocol standard. We put them on a public blockchain network, the Xinfin blockchain network, where you are able to verify whether indeed these tokens were created by the counterparties, right? That is one of the first things. Then it enables the external world to participate. It enables something of an alternative investor class to come in and participate in these tokens. They are able to provide liquidity. They're able to stake capital. So if you're an MSME, if you're looking for capital, and if you have access to tokenization, you can basically raise capital or borrow against those tokens. You can get access to the liquidity which is available in the alternative finance world.
Would you have to go through a bank to do that, or could you do that yourself directly?
So there are multiple options. If the MSME and its original buyer, the one who is guaranteeing the payment of the token, they come into agreement and they create a smart contract out of this agreement, then you can directly go in the market and raise that. But at this time, we do not have enough. So the network has that capability, but at this time there is not enough, education in the market how to do that. So we still have to, work with originators, which basically do the work of taking that, financial origination and converting that into tokens. Now, these originators can be, banks or non-banking financial institutions, or the emerging fintechs, who each are able to, even the fintechs are very aggressive about MSME lending space. So they are also able to originate this finance. So it's from multiple sources basically. For the network, it does not, it does not differentiate how it comes from. The protocol standard is kind of same. It's about which counterparties are using the network infrastructure.
All right. In case you want to see more of that interview, I'm going to put the link to that video down below. And so that's it. We've reached the end of the video. What are your thoughts on XDC? Are you bearish? Are you bullish? As far as price goes, if the price will see the utility of which they're talking about, I would say in the next few years, this thing could very well be $100 coin. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's really not, because of the use case that's needed for global trade. They need that liquidity. So in order for them to have that liquidity, the price of it would have to be much higher than what it is now, for sure. Now, as far as this year, I would love to see XDC over $1, but I guess time will tell. If Bitcoin and the rest of the market continues to go up, if we're going to get this impulse that we're all waiting for, I do see XDC hitting well over $1 this year. But that's not to say that these cryptos aren't going to come back down. This is just another cycle. But talking about long-term hold, this thing is gold. It really is. Like I just stated, anywhere between $50 to $100 in the next few years. I definitely see that as being the case because of the utility needed out of it. But what are your thoughts? What are some of your price targets this year and also long term, maybe like 3, 5 years, even 10 years out? Go ahead and comment down below. I really love reading your comments. I want to see what you guys are all thinking. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And I want to say thank you everybody for stopping in and watching Token Topics. You all take care out there.